everybody, I'm just winging it. This is Chef Beth Esposito from Pink Garlic, showing you the quickest and easiest ricotta, Cavatelli, Gavadil, two fingers, whatever you want to call it, recipe. Simple, easy. Drop me any questions. You know how to find me. Chef Beth01 on Instagram, Beth Esposito, or Pink Garlic on Facebook. Google is pinkgarlicbeth@gmail.com. And also my website that's coming soon, pinkgarlicbeth@aol.com. Okay, let's get started. I just want to say this ahead of time. It might be a little X-rated, R-rated, whatever you want to call it, but rate it the way you want it. All right, so you got just 4 basic ingredients. Don't mind this because this is my stash that I had to get started with. Okay, so you need 8 ounces of fresh ricotta cheese or part skim that I like to use. 2 cups of flour, type 00 or 00 flour. What that is, it's an Italian flour. It's more sifted than normal. So if you don't have type 00 flour, which is super fine, just sift 2 cups of flour and put it on your table. Also, 2 egg yolks. And you're going to need some olive oil that I keep in a squeeze bottle because it's easier for me. So let's get started. The basic components here, it's only 4 ingredients. You can't fuck it up that much. But you want to put your flour, make a little well in the middle, okay? You want to beat your 2 egg yolks, all right? Now, when you're adding liquor, especially for, my friends that are bartenders, you'll appreciate this. A count is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to do a 3 count of olive oil, which kind of equals maybe like a tablespoon or some shit. I don't know. But I just wing it. Remember, I was never schooled. This is pretty much just how I work it. I got to eyeball everything. Okay? Now, just to let you know, I'm not in my kitchen because thankfully after 15, 18 years or whatever it was, my kitchen's finally getting done. So I have a mock kitchen at Jimmy's house that I've been quarantined at. So we're doing this together. All right? So whip your eggs up. All right? You're going to add right to your well. Okay? Now, I save this because this is a spatula for those who you have never gotten hit with one or a wooden spoon. A spatula is the $1 million tool. Over a course of a chef's lifetime, if they use this properly, you will probably save $1 million, which is the God's honest truth. And this is one utensil, besides a knife, that I always stress to my employees and my friends and clients. All right, so we're going to get the rest of that out there. Okay. Now we're going to add our 8 ounces of ricotta, which I have more than in the bowl, okay, because I drained it out and I have nice ricotta. Now, let's stop for a minute. If you are out there with a product, as this product from my friends, give it to me. I'll be more than happy to YouTube and put your name with my YouTube video on it. Whether it's a hat, because I love wearing hats and playing dress up with my friends, or just a product that somebody wants to see and to utilize it in a different light. All right, so let's get back to this pasta shit. All right, so now you got your eggs, you got your ricotta, the oil that's blended, and your 2 cups of flour, type 00 or sifted flour. Now, let's stress about salt in your pasta. You do not want to put salt in your pasta. Me personally. Now, again, I'm not schooled. I do it by the way that I was taught. And I have taken many recipes from many different places and made this simple, super simple recipe for you just so you could get it. Now, remember, this is the basics. Nobody's on a level like us chefs that have been in the business for over 26 years. I'm trying to do this for you to make it easy, so pay attention. All right, so this is the little hard part that people probably have a little, they're afraid of it. Don't be afraid. I'm sure you got other reasons to be afraid for your life, especially right now, but just mix it in the middle. Then you want to start incorporating it. Go from out to in, out to in. You're doing like a little hand dance right now. a little fork, a little swing step with this little hand over here. I never take my rings off, even though I should. I just feel bougie. Okay, now you want to start incorporating everything with your hands. Use it lightly, like a gentle little flower. Okay, see how it's starting to crumble? It's looking pea size. That's what you want, okay? Now, keep incorporating it. It's going to take a minute, so have some patience. I wish I could pour a drink at the same time. Maybe I can. All right, well, whatever. We can do this real quick. Listen, Sundays are for family, for friends, for food, and for drinks. All right. All right. Now, I eyeballed my regatta. If you're starting to put it together and it's not conforming, I would suggest to use ice cold water, but I'm gonna add a little more regatta, only because I did not measure. I eyeballed it. Okay, see how it's coming together better now? Here we go. That's what you got. See? It's coming a mound. It's staying nice and tight. You don't want to add too much flour or too much liquid. If it's too dry, you're going to get a shitty piece that's going to taste like a fucking rock. If it's too wet, it's going to stick together and it's not going to work right. All right, let's get this going here. Use up all your little knitsies over here. You want to get it nice and pretty. Do it like you're rubbing somebody's ass. Okay? Because that's what it's going to feel like in the end. All right? Jimmy's laughing at me. He usually rubs my ass. I don't rub his. Only when I need something or I want him to buy me something. So, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. So now, once you've got your ball, use one hand, roll it out. This is where these fucking muscles come in. All these years of cracking whips, pans, 100 pounds of potatoes. All right. You don't want to over knead too much. Okay. You got a nice little ball here. It's almost like the size of my tip, but whatever. Okay, now once you got a nice ball, press it. See how it's coming right back up? That means it's at a perfect point. So now here's where the gluten and the liquids are going to come together. You want to put it in plastic wrap, okay? Not too tight. And then you want to let it sit. After you let it sit for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, let it, all the glutens come together, you're going to have a perfect bowl of dough. Therefore, we're going to act like in TV world that it's all done, so hopefully it'll work. Okay? I'm just going to give you a basis of how it's supposed to be. Now again, this is pasta dough that's not been set, but you make a little log, okay? We're going to get a knife. All right. Make your log. Now, again, this is not something that's done already. It didn't sit, but we're going to get the basics of it. All right? You can make it as thin or as thick as you like. If you have a pastry cutter, which I don't have here because it's not my kitchen, use a knife, dredge it in some flour, cut like gnocchi size. Okay? It's a little hard not to work in my own kitchen, but If you ever been to the Lizard Lounge, you know it's the place to be. Okay. By the way, the Lizard Lounge is a private spot, and it's been for the last probably 32 years or so. It's wherever I cook privately for my friends, whether it was my apartment, my house that I've been 20 years. But if anybody's been following for quite some time, well before social media, you know that the Lizard Lounge is my house. All right, so let's get back to the 2 fingers. Here you go. Dip them in the flour. You got your little piece of pasta, dumpling. Press and roll. There you go. That's your 2 finger. Press and roll. Now listen, it's going to take a little time. You got to get used to it. This is the most basic way that I can show you how to do this. Now, you could get a little fancy, like how people want to do like 2 fingers and make the little ridges. You roll it off to the fork, but we're not getting like that. We're going pretty basic today. So practice makes perfect. Pay attention. This is a good stress reliever in times like this. Now, of course, I go a lot faster, but I'm trying to show you the process over and over again. Listen to me. Don't give up. Don't be a pussy. Keep it moving. Keep it rolling. Guys, you like 2 fingers too. I know. So get back in the kitchen with your wife or your girlfriend or your gumad, whatever you want to call it, and make some 2 fingers. Then you add it to any sauce that you like. Tonight, I'm going to do a sausage bolognese. That'll be another YouTube video. Keep me posted. Hit me up. Let me know how it works out for you. So what you're going to do after this, you're going to get a pot of boiling water. Do not salt the water until it starts to boil. You're going to throw your 2 fingers in. They might take, I don't know, maybe 4 to 5 minutes. Okay? 4 to 5 minutes. They're going to start floating. Once they start floating, give it a minute or 2. Test one. Try it. Now, don't forget, once you dry them out, they're going to get a little harder. So take it easy. Be patient. Be patient. It's like a virgin. You need to be patient. So that's today's YouTube for Chef Beth of Pink Garlic. Hopefully, you'll hit me up with any suggestions on sauces and stuff like that. Hope I helped you out. Good luck. Shut up and eat.